Get ready for your daily dose of marketing strategies and tactics to get more people playing your indie game. You are listening to the Indie Game Marketing School with your instructors, Daniel Doan and Tony Chan.
Today, we're going to talk about why you should value the value of customer feedback. So Daniel, what are your thoughts on this?
All right. So, it's all about customer feedback. It's all about player feedback. So honestly, it's all about player feedback. It's all about customer feedback, and it's all about making sure that your product serves the right need to the right people. Whether that's your game or your marketing efforts for your game. And it's all about making sure that people are happy with what you're doing and people like your content. So one super big mistake that people have is they'll work on something like in secret. And, half a year later, they'll be like, hey, I worked on this. No one gave me feedback, but hopefully it's good. And honestly, that's a horrible way to go about things. It's all about trying to figure out what your audience wants, trying to figure out if what you're doing is actually, resonating with your audience, and making sure that your audience really finds value in the thing that you're trying to do. So it's all about asking players, surveying players, asking players, getting feedback testers, and that's for your game, of course. And then, when it comes to marketing, a lot of people will simply just tweet a lot or post a lot, and then they don't really care about what happens after that, and they wonder why they don't get any followers, and they're kind of feeling lost. But social media and marketing your game, it's all about listening to the feedback that you're getting from others. So, for example, if you're tweeting and no one cares, try something else. Or if you're tweeting too much and people are like, "Don't do that," that's too much, then listen to them. And even when it comes to press outreach, it's all about sending the right message to the right person and getting that feedback from the journalist. I remember one time I was emailing a journalist, and he never got back to me. So I tried a couple more journalists, and he never got back to me. So basically, I emailed 10 journalists, they never got back to me, and I was like, wait a second, I'm doing something wrong here. So I kind of switched up my message. I switched up my approach, and lo and behold, people started actually replying. So almost everything you do, you need to get feedback, and you need to use that feedback to, improve on what you're offering.
And you have to go out there and ask people for feedback, because some people don't leave feedbacks, and a lot of people could download your game, but they don't leave feedback. So you want to try to ask for it or somehow get it. What about negative feedback? Because some developers, they just don't want to see it, or they don't want to get hurt by it. Can you tell us the value of negative feedback?
Sure. So negative feedback is, obviously very good, but honestly, it can also be very hurtful. For example, if you get a bunch of positive reviews on your game, and all of a sudden you get a couple of negative reviews, that's gonna hurt you. Both emotionally and spiritually. Sometimes you just feel crushed. You're like, they don't like my game. But it's all about learning from that, and trying to figure out, hey, is this person's feedback truthful? Is it something that I should change? If they have a good argument, then listen to them. If they have kind of a weird argument that isn't really relevant, or if they're just pissed off at you, then you can take that with a grain of salt. But at the end of the day, it's good that you get that feedback, because it lets you know the spectrum of, responses that you're getting from people. So if you only got good feedback, that's cool and boosts your ego and stuff. But it's not, helpful to only get good feedback. You need good and, bad feedback to grow as a person.
Hey, and let me tell you the story of Daniel. He told me that one of his games, someone purposely left a bad review because originally the game was just getting nothing but good reviews. And so the guy's just something's going on. There's too many good reviews, so I'm going to go ahead and just leave a bad review or something like that. So that's trolling, obviously. And so, yeah, even that happens as well. So, but in the end, yeah, you want to, customers are what drives your business in the long run. And so you want to delight your customers, acknowledge their feedback and let them know that, if there's any bugs or something you got to fix, let them know. And yeah, they will be happy that you're acknowledging their feedback. So yeah, so that is today's episode on the value of customer feedback. I'm Tony Chan from Game Dev Loadout.
And I'm Daniel Dunn from Black Shield Media.
This session of Indie Game Marketing School has come to a close. Be sure to subscribe for daily marketing strategies to help you find the fan base your game deserves. Don't forget to rate and review the show so we can bring you more valuable content. Until then, keep pushing forward. We'll see you on the next episode.